Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome, welcome. I'm Bonnie, Old Soul Mermaid, and on this channel we do unboxings, reviews, walkthroughs, comparisons, and we discuss tarot topics. But today is an unboxing of the new mass market release of the Dark Goddess Tarot by Ellen Lorenzo-Prince. Now this deck came in an indie iteration, which I think has been out of print for a little bit, for a hot minute. And it is a deck that I think, you know, it's one that you resonate with or one that you really do not, you know. I was intrigued with this deck, but I will admit there is a chance that I may not resonate with this. But I am very interested in connecting with some goddess energy that I resonate with. And early in my tarot journey, I did purchase the Goddess Tarot. It's a Hay House deck in a beautiful box. I can't remember if that was by Colette Baron Reed. It may be, or by somebody else, but you know which one I'm talking about. And that deck, beautiful production, but I did not resonate with it. So when I saw on Amazon that this was going to be available, I did pre-order it. So let us open this plastic up. And you know, with at least for here in America and Amazon, this is what we get our tarot decks in. You know, these barely padded envelopes, and I just hate that when I order a deck from Amazon, because you never know what what condition you're going to get it in. And let me see, I'm going to take a quick look at the box, because if I have crushed corners, I will send the deck back. And sometimes it's hard to tell with the plastic obscuring it. So I'm doing quality control right now. So the top looks decent. A little crinkling right here, but not bad. Oh, okay. So yes, right there, it's crunched and there's a separation because of the crunching. So I will tell you right now, this is going back, and I'll probably reorder another one, you know, the exact same thing, but this is, yeah, this is unacceptable. But that's one of the, at least here in America, or I'm here in Texas, this is how we have our decks mailed. And this is not the first deck I would send back because of that, you know. And this deck, I think in a pre-order status, it was $33, $34. So it is not an inexpensive deck for a mass market deck. It's nice and large. I think it's going to have a large guidebook. I hope it does for a box this large. But yeah, it's unacceptable, and I have voiced my opinions and concerns. But anyway, the Dark Goddess Tarot, it's a beautiful box. It's nice and matte. And there's the side. There's no artwork on the back, but it kind of looks like a box. Here's like some painted on clasps. So in the back, dark as in deep, dark as in kept shadow, dark as in real, as in blood, sweat, and tears, dark as the body of the Queen of Heaven. Rich in myth and magic, the Dark Goddess Tarot brings the reader messages from 78 powerful supernatural female figures from nearly every culture around the globe. See, that's what I like. They can be shunned or overlooked as they represent aspects of life that people find uncomfortable, sometimes only when those powers are in female hands. Powers of age and death, sex and sovereignty, ferocity and judgment. The Dark Goddess Tarot invokes these beings that their wisdom may may guide us through the darkness they traverse. Their stories, their likes, and their cultures appear in the tarot, where their energies and the cards' meaning intersect. Visionary in scope, yet grounded in scholarship, the Dark Goddess Tarot is made for dark times, encouraging the reader to embrace authenticity, strength, and deep inner wisdom. All right. So, oh, it is magnetic. It almost feels like it's almost glued, but it is a magnetic closure. All right, so let's open this puppy up. Beautiful, beautiful production, but my book is crushed too. So yeah, definitely a reason to send it back. Yeah. But it's a nice, beautiful matte box. The book feels matte, but we're going to put the book off to the sides. And look at this. Yeah, do you see that right there? We're going to go in. We're going to go in so you can see this. I am not happy with this. Look how it's torn right here. I can lift. Can you see that? I'm hoping you, do you see that? Yeah, it's like crushed. And the cards, it looks like, yeah, they're starting to slide. It looks like the sleeve is partially torn on the side, and yeah. Okay, so maybe you can tell me if I'm being persnickety, but ooh, it is hard to take the cards out. And I'm not happy with this jagged edge right here. Do you see how that's done? It's, I can see once the band is off the cards that you're trying to pull these out, and it's going to catch on these jagged edge and scraping. There is gold gilding on the cards, if you see that. Yeah, there's another rip right there. I don't know why they just, I'm sorry, I keep bumping my arm. Why they just didn't make it like enclosed all the way around. So yeah, okay. Well, that's enough complaining about that. So I'm just, see how this is already, the cards came like this. It's partially ripped. Not happy, maybe, I don't know. So, oh, wow. Okay. So, I don't know if my camera will pick this up, but I picked this up right away. Let me see where I am. I'm going to look in the camera. There's scraping where some of the cards are totally the gilding didn't catch, or it's been scraped off maybe because of the movement and shipping. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's in this corner. There's several cards. Let me see if I can. Right here in these first cards. Yeah, so far not scoring high marks. Okay, let's go. Okay, and I see this back card, you know, where the band was, it's kind of folded over. Sometimes, I don't know, it's from movement. Sometimes it happens when the band is too tight, but that was not the case with this deck. Now this is the backing. I think the backings have been changed, though I do not have the original one, as I've said. These are a glossy, thin cardstock. Should hold up to riffle shuffling. it's not sticky at all, but it should be do very well with overhand shuffling as well. I like the backs, but I seem to recall, and you can leave in the comments below if you have the indie version. Yeah, I'm not like, this is definitely going back. But since we are here, let's go through the cards. And I'm going to get down, 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 so you can see these. And I can tell you that I am probably going to mispronounce a bunch of these names, so forgive me. And like I said, I am new to goddess energy. From the back of the description on the box, it seems like I would resonate with the aesthetic of the deck. All right, so the Fool is Sheila Nagik. The Magician is Isis. Oh, I love that card. But Isis is always, you know, there's always beautiful depictions of Isis. Pythia as the Priestess. The Empress is the Black Madonna. It's a beautiful card. Sovereignty, the Morgan. I see I'm looking at the corners on this side, and they're kind of rubbed off too. The Hierophant, Cybele or Cybele. Not quite sure. I love the vibrant colors. I really do. Freya for the Lovers. I am familiar with Freya. And Ishtar for the Chariot. These cards do feel really nice. I assume I don't know, and you can leave in the comments below if you know or have the indie deck. If the cards were a matte cardstock, I'm not sure. Strength, Samovila or Samovila. Baba Yaga as the Hermit. Their house with the chicken legs. Fortuna for the Wheel of Fortune. Ma'at for Justice. The Hanged One is Tiamat. Again, I apologize if I butcher. I am familiar with the Death card, La Santa Muerte. I do have a Mexican mother, or I did. She is passed. Bridget for Alchemy. Okay, this is an Aztec name, and they are quite hard. Corruption. Tetzaltotl. Kali, Destruction. The Star is Spider Woman. The Moon is Arianrod. The Sun, Sekhmet. Liberation for judgment. Persephone. And she's straddling the underworld and the earth. There's her pomegranate. The world. This looks like Aztec or Inca, so Coatlicue. Vesta for the Ace of Fire. So instead of wands, we've got fire. So the element is named. Hecate for the 2 of Fire. This is Circe for the 3 of Fire. The 4 of Fire. Kamui Fuji, yeah. Eris for 5 on Fire. I hope there's pronunciations in the books. And see, I've gotten a couple of decks, the Tarot of the Divine, that depicts fairy tales, folklore, myth from around the world. I have a full unboxing of that deck, but I wish there were pronunciation aids in the guidebook, and even I bought the sort of companion book, Beneath the Moon, and there's no, aids in pronunciation, which I would have appreciated. Epona for the 6 of Fire. Durga, 7 of Fire. I guess I could always look, Google it, but yeah, it'd be nice if it was in a book. Red Dakini for the 8 of Fire. Chantico for the 9 of Fire. Again, this looks to be Inca or Aztec. I don't know for sure. Tayoni for 10 of Fire. Pele for the Amazon of Fire. Okay, so this Amazon of Fire. Okay, so this would be, I assume, the page. So the siren would be the equivalent of the knight, I guess. Kadesh. Ceridwen for the Witch of Fire. So she would be the queen. Maman Brigitte, Hag of Fire. Okay, so the courts are renamed, which makes sense for a female deck. Ace of Water, it says face the deep. Lorelei for the 2 of Water. Beautiful, I love the pink. Oh, Mami Wada, 3 of Water. I love me a mermaid card, I do. She's beautiful. She's got pink or coral tail. This is Lethe, 4 of Water. La Llorona, the Crier, the 5 of Water. Now this is in the story, is also in the Tarot of the Divine, but I knew it because of my mother. This woman, because of jealousy, she drowned her sons. Yeah, it's tragic. Tefnut for the 6 of Water. Maeve, the 7 of Water. Sedna, 8 of Water. Lady of the Lake for the 9 of Water. Lady of the Lake, an Arthurian legend. Ixco? Don't know. 10 of water. May have something to do with the underworld here. I'm speculating. I don't know. Skyla? Amazon of water. So it would be the Page of Cups. Aphrodite as the Siren of water. So the equivalent of the Knight of Cups. Beautiful, bright card. The Witch of water. So the Queen. Haya Akitsuhime. Okay, this was, she was in the, is this Tarot of the Divine? I think she's depicted in there as well. Ron, Hag of Water, so the King. Okay, I love that they've put an older woman. Crone energy. Nemesis, Ace of Air. Athena as the Two of Air or Two of Swords. Blue Dakini for the Three of Air. Newt, Four of Air. Okay, I'm very intrigued with this deck. Very, very intrigued. It's a subject and an energy I want to tap into. So the book looks beautiful, but I'm very, very disappointed with, you know, some little production problems or shipping problems. Haryanako, Five of Air. Skathash or Skathak, Six of Air. Laverna, Seven of Air. And if you're finding any value to this walkthrough and this video, please hit a like, a subscribe, a notification button. I'm a very small channel, still trying to grow. It would be much appreciated. And also, if you have, if you've got this version, let me know in the comments, how did this deck come? In what condition did it come? Did it come in a similar condition, or were you lucky and had it more intact? Also, if you have the indie version of this deck, let me know what changes. I'm not sure if there's been any changes to the cards. Let me know about that as well. Your comments are much appreciated. Crow Mother for the Eight of Air. Banshee as the Nine of Air. Aranese, Ten of Air. Scotty, Amazon of Air, so the Page of Swords, the equivalent. And up here I see some, I'm harping on the condition, but yeah, well, I don't know, some of that's scraped off. I think it's the gold gilding. Lilith as the Siren of Air. Now, I'm looking at the gold gilding, and it's nice that they did that, but I almost would have preferred that they left that off, because I don't think it's the good quality gilding, and I think it's going to come off very easily. It's going to, and you know what? It's flaking off on my on my cloth here, very much so. So it's not, I think it's going to be that kind that doesn't flake off nicely with air. It's just going to come off. I think with heavy use, or with not even heavy use, just use, it's the gilding is not, or edging is not going to hold up. Oya, Witch of Air. Dumavati, Hag of Air. Gaia as the Ace of Earth. I do love this artwork. There's something confronting and comforting and childlike all in one. It is minimalistic, I would say, as far as humanoid figures. Hell for the Two of Earth. Definitely a deck for shadow work. Three of Earth. Snorns. The Sphinx for the Four of Earth. Demeter, Five of Earth. Okay. Sonoqua, Six of Earth. Not sure, forgive me. Seven of Earth. I'm not laughing at the picture, I'm laughing at the name. Ereshkigal? The Eight of Earth. Kalik? Nine of Earth. Blue to Wed. I love this card. Allah, the Ten of Earth. This is a beautiful card. This one gives you the warm and fuzzies. Artemis, Amazon of Earth, so the Page of Pentacles, it would be the equivalent of. Bubo or Babo for the Siren of Earth. Inanna for the Witch of Earth, so the Queen of Pentacles. So there are a few like token men sprinkled throughout, but you know, it's of course a female goddess deck. She Who Watches, the Hag of Earth. Okay, really quickly, and forgive me, I'm not going to shuffle these cards because I'm going to keep them in order. They are going back. But I will tell you, with having, this feels like the, let me look at the publisher. This was published, it doesn't say on the box. It should say on the book, yes, it's Red Feather. So I'm going to say the cardstock feels very similar to the new Touchstone Mass Market Tarot, to the Influence of Angels Tarot deck if you have that. So that's the same cardstock. It's not overly sticky. It should be very easy to shuffle both riffle and overhand. So this is going back, so forgive me for not demonstrating the shuffling in this video, but we're going to take a look at the book. Nice matte. You see, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but it's dented, it's crunched right here in the corner. To me, that's unacceptable. Beautiful title page. Yeah. So the table of contents, there's the introduction about the deck, working with the goddesses, then it goes into the major and then minor arcana. It does have some dark goddess tarot spreads, and then there's a summary for the journey of the dark goddess tarot, and then there's my personal journey with the dark goddess tarot, and then about the author. So let me know how, I think, of course, the original didn't have this big of a guidebook, I would guess, but let me know in the comments. The major arcana, so you get a beautiful full color page, and this is matte. This isn't like the glossy paper of the newer Llewellyn decks. This is matte. So there's the introduction and about the deck. She puts the equivalents because some of the cards have been, renamed. And that's working with the goddess, and then it just goes right into the cards. So you get a description of the card, and then you get what it means when it appears in your spread. So just so you get a sampling of the writing. Sheila Nagigs are grotesque sexual female figures carved in medieval churches and castles in Great Britain and Ireland. The figures vary from place to place, but all show an old woman squatting and pulling apart her vulva. An odd and shocking figure to see in a church. Sheila Nagig may appear starved with her ribs showing on her torso. She may be bald and scarred, or she may be coiffed, plump, and large-breasted. Some Sheilas are monstrous and intimidating, while others are quite cheerful. Whether inviting or confrontational, her image is open and immediate. Yet, her meaning remains mysterious and contradictory. That's just women in general, I think. The feminine mystique. For every explanation of her appearance, exceptions are found. Sheila Nagig evades an easy definition. Instead, she provides the opportunity to perceive another way. Recognizable in all her forms is her open vulva. Her sexuality is upfront and extravagant, and she is occasionally accompanied by a rampant male figure. In a time when the majority of people were illiterate, her absurd and often distorted appearance over church doorways is taken to be a warning against the sin of lust. Yet she also appears in secular buildings as well, in places within a church that no human can readily see. Some say her appearance relates to her gargoyles and grotesques and their function of protection. She is set above doors and windows to prevent evil from entering. Irish folk tradition has it that the devils cannot bear the sight of the vulva and can be kept away by a woman lifting her skirts. She represents sexuality, protection, and also fertility. Although Sheila Nagig is a crone whose time of physical birthing has passed, none of her figures are associated with an infant or child, yet into modern days the vulva of the Sheila is rubbed by women wanting to conceive, and her help in conceiving is reported in the news. She is the doorway by which all humanity enters this inexplicable world. So I can see why she was chosen to be the foal. And here's a phrase, dare to come back to where you belong, on the bottom of the page. So you get, I just read the history, and then there's what it means when it appears. So you get a sampling of the writing. Let's take a look at some spreads. So there's Dark Goddess Tarot spread, Substance and Shadow, which is a 2-card spread. The 3-card spread is What, Why, and How. And then there's a 5-card spread, Goddess Be With You. This is a spread to orient to one's true self. And it tells you how to do it if you are right-handed and if you are left-handed. Interesting. And then the summary and the personal journey of the author and about the author. Ellen Lorenzo-Prince, working with the tarot is an integral part of her spiritual path. From the 1985 Women's Retreat, where she was given her first deck, to the cards she draws today, tarot is her companion on her path to the goddess and her primary tool in her practice for divination, the art of having a conversation with the divine. I am so intrigued, and I'm telling you, you guys, I am very conflicted. I really want to work with this deck. I really, really do. But I'm not happy with how this deck came. So I will have to update you because this one is going back. I think I will order an exchange deck to see if it comes in better condition. If not, then I'm going to be more inclined to just, I don't know. I was going to say I'd be more inclined to just send it back, but I'm going to leave in my comments when I do my return that this is unacceptable. Not that it'll have any impact, but let me know. Should I keep it even if it comes in similar condition to this first deck? Let me know. I really want to know your experiences with working with this deck, how it resonated with you, because just from flipping through it and being someone who's new, who wants to explore goddess energy, I am very intrigued, very, very intrigued, just from what I've seen and what has been put on this video. I really want your comments, and yeah, as of now, I'm conflicted. Let me know your thoughts. So until next time, I wish you the best of days, and I will see you really soon. Bye for now.